So it's springtime. Seems like I'm saying that a lot in my videos. What I have for you today is 7 inexpensive fragrances from my collection that are just perfect for if you just want to blend in. You're not trying to stand out. You're not trying to draw any attention to yourself. They could be considered office fragrances. They could be considered safe fragrances. But they're fragrances that you could wear anywhere where you just don't want to draw attention to yourself. You're not trying to be sexy. You're not trying to be sophisticated, suave, or anything. You just want to put on a scent, whether it's going to bed, going to church, going to the office, or just being around people that are not necessarily used to heavy fragrances. This 7 will help you get through that situation. So you want to know what they are, meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to get right into it. I will see you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it is your boy Trey Scents, and we got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion for you. You know how we do it here on the channel, but before we get into that, there's a little something that I need from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video, and if this is your multiple, if that's a word, time coming by the channel, then I need you to consider giving your boy a sub. That's all. That's free, won't cost you a dime. I promise you it won't cost you a thing. Now, with that being said, let's get on with this review. 7 fragrances in my collection, as you know from the intro, that are just, I hate to use the word safe or office friendly or whatever, but they're just mass appealing, well, not mass appealing, they're versatile for this time of the year, and the fact that that they're not offensive, great for the office, church, just whatever situation that you want to wear a fragrance where you don't want to just stand out. You ain't trying to be sexy. You ain't trying to 1 million prevail. You know what I'm saying? I said drop Boursin or Red Tobacco or whatever else. Lacoste long. You ain't trying to be sexy like YSL. You just trying to just blend in and not stand out. All right, the first one I want to talk to you about is from the house of Banana Republic. And it's from that old familiar icon line. And this is Pure White 1990. And I picked this one up from Macari for about 20 bucks. I may have overpaid just a little bit for it because after I bought it, then I started seeing it in Burlington for around the same price as the rest of them for a full bottle, which was $19, and I got this one a little bit used. Still, nonetheless, a great fragrance. What does it remind me of? Well, 1990 or the 90s. It reminds me of a fragrance that would have come out in the 90s. It's crisp, it's clean, it's easy to wear. To me, it's the definition of a fragrance that you would expect from Banana Republic or from Gap or Rue 21 or Aeropostale or whatever. It's just one of those crisp, clean, easy to wear, non-offensive type of fragrances. Performances, probably par. It's nothing stellar. It does smell good, and again, nobody's going to tell you that you smell bad with this on, but it's not going to be one of those fragrances that just absolutely has people going, oh my gosh. But again, that's the purpose of this video. We're not trying to necessarily get complimented here. We just want to smell good. You know what I mean? We want to smell good, but not stand out. Also could be interpreted as a really, really clean, fresh, soapy smell. You know what I'm saying? But not an overly citrus soap. You know what I mean? Just not an Irish Springs, or it just doesn't stand out. These fragrances don't stand out, but that's not a bad thing in this case. Because again, we're not trying to stand out. Banana Republic's, what is this? Pure White 1990. Or Pure White 90. I'm sure the 90 is for 1990, but Banana Republic Pure White. I like this icon line. I think it's a great line. I think they have multiple fragrances in there for everybody, and I'm very pleased with everything I smell from that line. This next one is from a company, a house, a brand, whatever you want to call it. I haven't seen a lot of this out in the rag stores or anywhere, and it is from the house of The Body Shop, and it is White Musk for Men. Beautiful bottle. Y'all know I love those gradient bottles when the color changes. About this fragrance, White Musk is a great name for it. This fragrance could easily be unisex. My scent of the day has worn off, so I'm going to spray this on. This fragrance could easily be a unisex fragrance. And you do get that musk early, and it's a nice punch of musk, I may add. It's a subtle fragrance, but it has some staying power. You know what I mean? It's not one of those fragrances that's boozy, or again, sophisticated, romantic. The White Musk gives it a very clean vibe. And I bought this in a gift set at TJ Maxx and was thrilled because I love trying new companies. So when I saw The Body Shop, I was like, I'm gonna pick it up. Got it, loved it. It also came with the shower gel and a deodorant. And I'll just be honest with you, just a little FYI, a little fun fact. My underarms get very irritated. I can't wear a heavily scented deodorant. So the deodorant that came with this was absolutely my favorite deodorant that I've ever had. And if I could buy a lifetime supply of it, I would. But nonetheless, about the fragrance, great smelling fragrance. A hint of floral in there with that white musk. And it just smells so clean and rich and expensive. This fragrance, to me, I'm gonna try to set the scene here for you. This fragrance to me is a very minimalistic, simplistic fragrance, and you can tell from the bottle. It just reminds me of somebody wealthy wearing just a plain black t-shirt or a plain white t-shirt and a pair of blue jeans. Nothing fancy, no rolly, no AP on the wrist, no diamond out chains and Cartier frames with the diamond. None of that. None of the stuff that people that want you to think that they're rich do. This fragrance just reminds me of a man that knows who he is, knows what he is, knows his worth, knows his wealth, but at the same time, it has something about it that's just clean, fresh, easy to wear. Again, it's not a citrusy fragrance. It is a little bit floral, and the musk does give it a certain masculinity to it, but it's definitely just clean. Again, almost like a soap, but not, because it doesn't come across as soapy. It just comes across as clean, masculine, very easy on the nose. And again, occasions to wear this, man, any occasion. I think it's a four-season type of fragrance. Definitely, though, more warmer weather, but you could definitely, it's masculine enough that you could definitely pull it off in the heat. But and it pumps off of your skin solid for a good hour and a half. But now, again, we're not trying to stand out, so that it will blend in, and as you go by people, they're gonna get nice whiffs of you, so you're still gonna smell good, but you're just not gonna smell like you're trying to draw attention to yourself like you would if you wore 1 million or something very loud like or red tobacco. You're gonna get noticed if you wear red tobacco. They're gonna notice you if you wear this too, but they're gonna be trying to figure out, is that his fabric softener? Is that his deodorant? Is that his hand lotion? Is that his soap? It's not gonna come off as if you're, Bob, trying to do too much. I love it. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I'm trying to see where the levels are on it. It's hard to see in that bottle. I think right about there. Again, from The Body Shop, White Musk. If you see this out, I suggest you pick it up, or if you doing some online shopping, maybe look for this and throw it in your collection. Not many people are wearing it. I don't know many people that have even reviewed it. that smells. Next, from the house of Perry Ellis, and it is Perry Ellis Very Blue, or 360 Very Blue, or 360. Well, they have another 360 Blue. This is Very Blue. I'm gonna give myself a square here. And, you know, blue is one of my favorite hues, and I love this color on this juice. I think it is pretty. Now, when you first spray it, you get a hint of fruit. And it's going to have a very familiar Perry Ellis DNA to it. But again, this is one of those fragrances that just kind of blend in. It doesn't say that I'm trying too hard. It's just, again, almost a clean soapy vibe with just a hint of fruit, not a citrus, but just clean, fresh, easy to wear. And again, this is one of those fragrances that nobody talks about. You see very few reviews on it. Very few people are wearing it, and I like it. And all of these fragrances have multiple uses. Again, you can reach for them right before you go to bed. You can wear them to the gym. You can wear them to the office. You can wear them to church. You're dating a young lady that doesn't like a lot of heavy fragrances because it irritates her nose. You got to deal with her Karen at the office. Whatever your situation may be. Like me, you work in the public. Even though I do not mind offended because I will wear anything. I go up in there straight gasoline on. Fortunately, I haven't gotten any complaints yet, but still. This is just one of those fragrances that nobody would complain about at all. Perry Ellis Very Blue. Just a nice, clean, again, almost soapy type of fragrance. Excuse me. From the house of Realm. It is Realm. Now, I recently purchased Inner Realm, and I'm blown away with that fragrance. This is an old bottle. I don't know if they've changed the formulation. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is this is one I like to use for layering, and this is one that I when I first got this fragrance, I was a lot younger because I probably had this about 15, 16, maybe even 20 years. I've had this for a long time. I know it hasn't lost any potency. It still smells good. But back to the fragrance. Realm. Spicy, but clean. And again, I hate to keep reiterating these words, but we're not trying too hard here. We're not trying to be sexy, sophisticated, or romantic. You know, we're not trying to be Joe Camel or the Desekis guy. We just want to smell nice, get through this occasion. Again, whether it's work, gym, bar mitzvah, whatever it may be, Hanukkah, whatever you got going on, that you know you just, quinceañera, whatever the situation may be. You know, you're just trying to just, you know, get through it, but you want to have a scent profile on. And this one has is supposed to have pheromones in it, which is supposed to attract the ladies. I don't remember if it's ever worked for me, but all I know is this just has a nice, spicy, but yet clean and subtle, easy to wear type of vibe. And it just doesn't come off as if you're trying too hard and wanting to draw attention to yourself. It is from the house of Realm. It is Realm. Got three more. This next one is one I enjoy as well, and it's from a house I enjoy as well. Cheap House, better known for its clothing and graffiti. That house is Marc Ecko, and this is Echo by Marc Ecko. And this is just an itty bitty bottle, but this is all I needed of this. Hate to sound like a broken record here, but what you have, I don't even have to spray this one because you can smell it out the atomizer. This is a very strong fragrance, but again, it just smells like really expensive, luxurious soap. I'm not saying that the fragrance smells luxurious because I hate to use this word. It could be a little bit ... synthetic, but still, I like it. I'm trying to show you the levels on it. The levels on this little bottle are about right here. So I have no problem wearing this fragrance. And I do remember getting compliments when I wear it because it just comes across as clean. It really does. Clean, soapy, but a good soap. I don't mean it smells like sea salt and cotton or orange blossom and fig. None of that. It just smells like a good clean, what we used to call it here in the South, lye soap. That's what we used to call it. That's what it just smells like. It just smells like a really good clean soap. Still has some masculinity, but it's not a fruity or a citrusy, you know, an ambroxany. It's not a blue. It's just a scent, just a fragrance. And I think if you wear fragrances like this properly, you will get compliments. Again, nice, clean, brand new white t-shirt or black t-shirt or white button down or black button down. Nothing too colorful. Again, because here we're just trying to blend in. You know, maybe just a basic watch. Again, we're not trying to be fancy. Here we're just trying to smell good, blend in, and not draw a whole lot of attention to ourselves because the fragrance is loud. That's what the purpose of this video is. Marc Ecko. And that was a cheapie. And I think you could probably get 100 ml of that if you can find it for about $19. All right, I got two more. This next one is from the house of Alfred Sung, and it is simply pronounced he. And you see where the levels on this is. All right here. And again, it's about a 50 ml bottle. I wore a lot of these fragrances just sitting around the house, or just, you know, being around the house, or to bed, fresh out of the shower. Just don't want to be offensive, crawling into the sack. That smells really, really good. Again, this is another one that I think could easily be a unisex fragrance. I definitely think a woman could pull this off. But yet it still has a little bit of masculinity. Maybe that's a little bit of violet leaf in there. There's something running through the base of it, the mid of it. I'm gonna have to put this on skin too. Man, that lit up the room. And again, I'm not saying that these fragrances don't project and that people won't smell you. That's not what I'm saying. So don't misinterpret what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is they're gonna smell you, but it's not gonna be, again, an isoe super. It's not gonna be a boozy, a smoky, you know, a pipe tobacco or a citrus or a rolling. None of that. What we're gonna be here is just crisp, clean, and we're gonna smell like we got some money. Definitely floral. Again, fragrances like this really blow me away, and here's why. And I hate to get on a soapbox here, but I am for just a minute. I feel like if niche houses made this scent, and I'll say it, in this scent, and this scent, and we're charging people hundreds and hundreds of dollars for them. Yes, the ingredients will be made a little bit better in most cases, but still, the scent profile is still there, and once you get to the dry down, it doesn't smell any different. Yes, this one is definitely feel like it could be unisex. Still talking about heat. Slightly floral. Definitely clean. Again, it smells like a really good soap. It just has that vibe to it. Not soapy though. You understand what I mean by the difference between it smells like a clean soap and soapy? It doesn't smell like, to give you an example of my interpretation of a soapy fragrance, Bulgari, which is one of my favorite houses, Bulgari BLV, Bulgari Blue, soapy. That's one of the best soapy fragrances on the market to me. This is not that. And that has a soapy vibe to it. This has a slightly floral, slightly violet leaf, but it does smell clean, like a good soap, if that makes any sense. Nice, nice, very soft, very subtle, projecting fragrance. Again, it's gonna give you the feel of, I'm not trying too hard to be noticed at all. This fragrance smells good. Like it, love it, Alfred Sung's Heat. And that's another cheapie. That's another cheapie. That smells really, really good. And again, all of these fragrances have multiple purposes. I'll say again, church, office setting, the gym. You're going on a date with a young lady that, you know, maybe you tried to impress her last time and you wore, you know, 42 sprays of 1 million, or Sauvage, or one of those loud, or Invictus, or one of those very, very loud Ambroxany bombs. And she, ugh, look, can you roll the window down? The whole time, you should have left her alone right there. But anyway, that's another story for another day. This next one is from one of my favorite houses, and many, many years from now, when I'm dead and gone, this fragrance, this bottle will still be here, because this is a 5 lifetime supply, and it is Eternity's Air by Calvin Klein. And I remember when this fragrance came out, I remember seeing the commercials, guy on the beach, white shirt, in the water. And that's what this fragrance reminds me of. It is super, super airy. And the only reason why I have this big of a bottle is because that's what they were selling. And it was like 30 bucks for this 5 ounce, 6.7 ounce, I think is what this is. And if not, I mean, I can get my workout on with it. But the scent, I really enjoy the scent. It is very fresh and invigorating. It just makes you want to put on a white button-down shirt, and again, some khakis, and just go, or a white t-shirt with your favorite pair of jeans and your favorite shoes. Again, no jewelry, just very easy. It just has a regal smell about it. Now, this is my opinion, because again, I don't know if you've noticed this, but people that are really rich and really wealthy don't waste any time trying to convince you that they are. They just do them. They don't care whether it's trendy or not. This is what I'm just saying. And again, this is another fragrance that's not fruity, it's not citrusy, it's not smoky, tobacco, ambroxan, isoe, none of that. It's just got this clean charm about it. Soft, subtle projection. One of those, I could definitely see me wearing this with a nice white t-shirt, fixing to get some cuddles or something like that, and I done sprayed my little taco meat, and I'm feeling myself, you know, sprayed my little neck meat, you know, hit the old hair, and I'm fixing to, yeah, I spray fragrances in my hair, why not? You spray it on your skin is alive. Spray it in my hair, it stays there longer. Why? Just a little bit of oil in it. Just think about it. But nonetheless, man, they could have named this Fresh as well, but Air, I think, is a great name for this fragrance, and I think this is an overlooked, inexpensive banger from Calvin Klein. It's right, I'll slap the banger tag on this one. Why? Because it's just different. And this is a fragrance, again, I'll say it, if a niche house made this, or Prada, if this was a Prada fragrance, and maybe it had just a touch of iris in it, oh my goodness. And I'll tell you this also, this is a fragrance that I wish the guys over at 3-IN-ONE, the guys over at Dapper, the guys over at Sensual, or maybe even Michael Dinsmore over at Making Sense would remake this fragrance with higher quality ingredients, just to see how much sticking power it has. Because to me, this is a great scent profile. Fresh Air is what it's like. It just makes me want to put on a white shirt and go about my day. That's all, yeah. That has been 10. No, 7. Yeah, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 fragrances in my collection that are office friendly, gym friendly, non-offensive, church friendly, just easy to wear fragrances that Karen is going to approve of. You're not going to offend anybody, and you're going to smell good. That's it, man. Listen, I appreciate you all stopping by, returning to the scene of the crime as always, checking out your boy, seeing what I'm talking about. I hope you guys are getting ready for a good weekend. Tomorrow is Thursday when you see this video. Got to give a big shout out to my Irish for pulling it off today and winning in that first 4 game, whatever it's called. Getting that big win over Rutgers. Next stop, we got to play Alabama. Looking forward to that. anytime Notre Dame and Alabama play in any sport, I'm excited. But anyway, enough of that rambling. Listen, thank you all for stopping by my channel. I hope the audio was good. I'm trying something different with the mic. Got a little Bluetooth, so I'm trying that out, see how that works. With that being said, again, thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime. Please, please, please be active in the comments section. If you have a can't miss in a non-offensive fragrance that's inexpensive, let me know about it. Leave it in the comments below. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. You already know. I love you all, and God bless you all. And until next time, guys.